Hello and welcome back to Off Grid Style. I'm Nikki and I'm so glad to have you here. So I'm telling you today to prepare while you can, because it is definite that we are looking at a small recession, possibly something bigger. Is it going to be the next Great Depression? We don't know yet, but a lot of signs are pointing that way. So you need to prepare while you can. It's never going to hurt you to prepare. You can always use what you get. So definitely this is the time. You have some time left, so why not do this while you can? Let's find out the 8 ways to prepare for the next Great Depression. So preparing for uncertain times, which I'm pretty sure this time right now qualifies for, is always a good idea. It's always good to be safe or safer and as safe as you can make yourself, and you're going to sleep better at night if you do take some steps to prepare while you can. We can't predict the future, obviously, nobody can. But having a plan in place is going to make you feel better, and it's going to also give you a good idea of what you need and what you already have. So first up, we have investing in land. Investing in land is a fundamental preparation for a Great Depression. It is also a fundamental preparation for any SHTF situation, regardless of what it might be. It's always good to have your own place you can go to that nobody can rip out from under you. Land ownership gives you a sense of security and a sense of self-sufficiency. You can also possibly begin, depending on how far away it is and how prudent it is for you to do this, you can also begin to make some arrangements on that land, perhaps put up a shed, put up a shelter, maybe dig holes and hide some stuff in the ground, whatever you need to do. But you have that ability when you own that land. And of course, you can use that land for farming, for building shelter, as I said, but actually like permanent shelter, and creating a sustainable homestead. You can begin the work to have that happen. Your piece of land can ensure a steady food supply and a safe haven should any SHTF situation occur. And if you buy wisely and do your research first, you will find that that land is only going to appreciate over time. So it's a wise investment regardless of what the situation is. And this is one I'm always preaching about, and that is survival books, the actual book, not something on your phone. Survival book. Knowledge was one of the biggest assets that people had during the last Great Depression. They already knew how to make do. So when times got harder and harder, they were already prepared for them in a lot of cases. So having knowledge by having these survival books is only going to help you, not only in a Great Depression, but also in any other SHTF situation. You want to focus particularly on self-reliance, homesteading, herbal remedies, emergency preparedness. Those are the ones that are going to be essential for you to have in any SHTF situation. The books will be able to be referred to for preserving food, survival skills, first aid, treatments for issues that people might have, all of those things, and they will allow you to still continue to live where you are and take care of yourself without spending more money. Having a good, strong library of survival books in these different categories is only going to help you. It's a wise investment. It's not that much money. You only have to spend a couple $100s to get the basics of what you need in each category that you can then refer to for years and years to come. The next one on our list is precious metals. And you will find during economic crises that the value of traditional currencies can fluctuate dramatically. All you have to do is look back at the Civil War or even the last Great Depression to understand what happened there. Gold, silver, and other precious metals have historically served as a hedge against inflation and financial instability. They held their worth when a lot of other things didn't. And this goes back to Roman times. And while precious metals are not necessarily the primary means of exchange, they will definitely hold their value, and they offer a way to protect your wealth versus, let's say, the stock market or crypto or any of those other things. They give you that solid financial security that you need. Acquiring them before SHTF happens, before a Great Depression or other disaster situation happens, is only going to help safeguard you and your assets for the future. Bulk staple goods are also another necessity to prepare while you can. Stockpiling bulk staple goods like rice, beans, grains, canned foods, all of those things is a practical and essential preparation, and once again, it's never going to hurt you. Because these items have such long shelf lives, they are going to be able to sustain you and your family if SHTF happens, if a Great Depression happens, whatever the case might be. If you are attempting to get that big, huge homestead up and going and you've got to wait on that stuff to grow, you will have food to eat while you're waiting for those things to grow. Keeping a well-stocked pantry makes you able to have a stable food supply when economic disaster happens or any other disaster happens. It's another reassurance. These are the things that are going to help you sleep at night while so much horrible stuff is going on in our world. Be sure to rotate these supplies as you use them, replace them to make sure that they stay fresh. This next one we're just going to call personal security items. I think that's a good way to put this. Personal security obviously becomes very paramount in uncertain times. And the more people that suffer from, let's say, a Great Depression, SHTF situation, the more paramount you having personal security items is. Investing in personal security items like self-defense tools, home security systems, and emergency communication devices is going to be crucial for your survival in any type of emergency disaster SHTF situation. Next on our list, seeds. Seeds are something you need to get now to prepare while you can. We talked about you getting your land. What are you going to put on your land if you don't have seeds? You need to go ahead and stock up on those seeds now. They're a source of life. You can get lots of diverse different kinds. They ensure that you have a sustainable food supply for as long as you need it. If there is a true Great Depression, a lot of commercial food supply lines, businesses, all of those things are going to fold. They're just not going to be able to make it. And it's going to be necessary for you to grow your own food. Again, see my beans video. You can't live on beans alone. So it is imperative that you have seeds collected and ready so that you can use them when the need arises. You want to make sure that you collect heirloom seeds. These are the ones that grow traditionally and they keep growing the same every year versus the hybrid seeds, which will alter and change from year to year. You don't know what you're going to end up with from year to year. And save some of the seeds from each harvest each year so you have something to plant the next year. Hunting and fishing gear will help you supplement your own food supply as well as what you are growing in your garden. The thing is, you can't just go out and buy a fishing rod and a rifle, hunting rifle, and put them away and say, okay, I've got them now. I'm good to go. No, you're really not. You need to learn, A, what goes on around you or around the place you're going to be in an SHTF or Great Depression situation, what kind of animals there are, how you need to hunt them, how you need to catch them, what kind of fish there are, what they like for bait, etc., etc., etc. You need to actually do some research, and then you need to practice. You need to take that rifle and you need to go to a range and you need to shoot it until you are a good shot, or you're not going to kill anything and be able to eat it. You will, of course, need some survival items, which we all know we need. Let's say water filtration systems of some sort, hand tools, garden supplies. Those are three off the top of my head that I can think of that are definitely things that you are going to want to make sure that you have just in case SHTF or Great Depression happens. In order to prepare, let's say it is a Great Depression coming, in order to prepare for one, you really need to put some thought into where your investments are, if you have them. If you don't have them, what are you going to do should a Great Depression happen? How are you going to manage? How are you going to pay bills? How are you going to pay for the roof over your head? These are all considerations, and you need to sit down and make a plan about how you're going to accomplish all of these things. Well, what'd you think of the video? I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was an interesting video, and I thought that it gets the point across very quickly about what you truly need to focus on and make sure that you have, and possibly maybe change your perspective a little bit about, stop buying so much of the gear stuff. Yeah, you need some of it, but you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on gear. Why not take that money, put it into a budget, and try to find some affordable land, even if it's only a quarter acre or an acre or whatever size it might be. It's yours. You can buy it and it belongs to you. So that's just one of the things that I thought of while I was creating this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all again soon.